Tonight on Justin's Joint, we're going to try a brand new whiskey. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome to Justin's Joint. Tonight we have a very, I guess I would say very special thing. I happen to be a fan of bourbon whiskey, and for a while now I've been, I don't know, I've had all kinds of stuff, and I go to the liquor store and I look at the shelf and I'm like, well, I want something different. But, you know, you look at the shelf, I've had that. Well, tonight, something happened. I was at the liquor store and I was looking for something new because the last bottle of bourbon that I had, which was Eagle Rare, not a bad whiskey, but I finished it and I needed something else because I've got nothing to sip on right now, or I had nothing to sip on. That is until now. Now, you probably, if you know bourbons, you probably can already tell what this is, but if you don't, what I found is a bottle of Blanton's. Now, I've actually never seen Blanton's in the store, so when I saw this, I decided to just get it. So I didn't really care about the price. The price was, what did I pay? About 67 bucks, including tax. So, here we go. We got a bottle of Blanton's single barrel bourbon. Came in a box. I don't have the box here, and I've already opened it. I've had one drink out of this just to kind of see, but it comes in a bag, kind of reminiscent of Crown Royal, I suppose, but it's Blanton's. And the bottle is just gorgeous. You know, most of the time I don't keep bottles, but I might keep this one around after this whiskey is gone, just because it's such a good looking bottle. But you didn't come here to watch me gaze at the bottle. You came here to watch me drink a little bit of it and tell you what I think. Now, first and foremost, I'm a terrible reviewer. This review will be devoid of any relative information like, I'm picking up citrus notes and watermelon, and no, you're not going to get any of that. I'm going to tell you if I like it or I don't. Spoiler alert, I really like it. So, here we go. The first thing you'll notice, though, is just how good it looks. You know, you look at it through the light, and it just looks gorgeous. A nice amber color, really dark. I like a nice dark whiskey. Smell the cork, and it just smells, it smells like whiskey, like bourbon should smell. I mean, you can pick up the charred oak from the barrel, without a doubt. Let's get some in a glass here. Alright, set this off to the side. So, you look through it and it just has a wonderful color. Just a really dark, and I don't know how well this is showing up on the camera, but I mean, I can tell you right now, it just looks nice. Oh, it's very strong on the nose. You know, woo! That's I mean, it's so strong it almost makes me want to sneeze. You know, I've read some reviews that say citrus and toffee and blah 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 blah. You know, and I've never been one to really pick that stuff up. It either tastes good or it tastes bad. You know, there's good bourbon and then there's crap bourbon. Right now, I mean, it smells awesome. It's very strong, but it smells awesome. You know, even just smelling it, you get a warmth. Just inhaling the aroma. I mean, you can smell that it was aged in a barrel. I mean, you can smell the barrel. You can smell the corn. You know, and this has, what does this have? It has a certain concentration of, or a certain content of rye, like 17% or something like that. I don't know. But let's give it a try here. Nice and warm. It's very smooth across the tongue. It doesn't really get strong until the finish. You know, you take it and you swish it around in your mouth and you taste it. And then you swallow it and you take a nice deep breath and then exhale. And that's where you get all of the just massive, bold flavor. Let's try it. Let's do it one more time. Get the smell, and then oh yeah. See, what I like to do is I like to swish it around in my mouth, get the full flavor. You swallow it, and then you take a deep breath, and then you exhale through your nose, and you get like just a punch in the face from this one. It's very strong. Very strong. I shouldn't say strong. It's very bold. Now, if you like a bold bourbon, this is going to be right up your alley. If you like a nice, you know, smooth bourbon that doesn't really have a whole lot of, and not to say that that's a bad thing, but it doesn't have a whole lot of that bold flavor, especially on the finish, you probably won't like this too much. I like this a lot. Now, let's talk about the price. It's close to 70 bucks, and you know, depending on where you get it. I got it at the local store just down the street. It probably was a little bit more expensive than if I got it at Total Beverage or somewhere online. Although this stuff kinda, I think, is a little bit hard to get a hold of. I don't know. I've never seen it. Is it worth twice as much money as, I don't know, Eagle Rare or Buffalo Trace or, I don't know, Knob Creek or Maker's Mark? And that's a tough one. This one here, I mean, I splurged on it because I've never had it before and I wanted to try it. I've wanted to try it for a long time. I can't really say that it's 2 times better, but it's one of those things. It goes with anything: guitars, cars, clothes, furniture, anything. There's a law of diminishing returns at work here. The more upscale, the more limited, the more, you know, scarce a thing is, you know, and they only produce so much of this. The more limited it is, the more expensive it is, but that doesn't equate to being that much better. So this is twice as much money as, say, I don't know, Buffalo Trace. Now, this is twice as much money as a $30 bottle of bourbon. Let's just put it that way. Twice as much money as a $30 bottle of bourbon. Is it twice as good? No, it's not twice as good. Is it better? Oh yeah, it's definitely better, but it's not 2 times better. So you know, take that however you want. It's definitely good, and I would say I'm glad that I splurged on it, because I'm glad that I have had the chance to try it now. Is it something that I would buy again in the future? Probably, but I can't say that I would buy it in the near future. And as a matter of fact, I might not drink this all that fast. I might go buy a less expensive bottle and use that as my sipping whiskey, and then I will break this out for special occasions, or, you know, when friends are over, just to share with them. You know, break out the good china for the friends, you know. But, you know, it's definitely good. It's definitely very good. So supposedly, no, not supposedly, I'm reading from Wikipedia. Blanton's was launched in 1984, marketed as single barrel bourbon. So it's been around since 1984, which is good. I guess it comes from the Buffalo Trace Distillery, blah blah blah. All good stuff, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, you know, whatever. It's 46.5% alcohol by volume, 93 proof. So, you know, that's what it is. It's good bourbon. There's no doubt. No doubt that it's good bourbon. Very bold, like I said. If you like a smooth bourbon without a whole lot of, you know, hit you in the face boldness, you won't like this. You know, I'm thinking of stuff that's not so bold as, I don't know, as I recall, I think Bullet bourbon maybe is a lot smoother, not as much of a bold flavor on the finish. I think that's the one. I don't know. I've had so many bourbons now at this point, I don't know. I am, however, looking forward to pairing this bourbon with a cigar at some point in the near future. I'm gonna have to go down to Jerry's, see about getting a nice cigar to go with this. And I suspect this probably would pair good with a pipe. I'm going to have to try that in the near future. But with that, I've rambled on way too long about this pretty good whiskey. So I'm going to finish this this glass of whiskey, and you're going to get out of here. So until next time, later.